Hello and welcome back to the Self-Help Bookshelf. I've got with me today the amazing Sue Bayley. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
Well, we got some exciting news to tell people today, haven't we, Sue? Oh, let me shut
We
that one.
have.
It yells at me. Yes. Do you want to tell them or do you want me to tell them?
Okay. I am repurposing some previous work and I'm doing a trilogy. And the first book, Misunderstood No More, is out for pre-sales on the 30th of August. And Kay's going to do a book launch on the 9th of October. Put that date in your diary, folks. And yay. Hopefully two more before January. Who
Yeah,
knew, who knew I could turn four books into three and make them a proper trilogy? Kay did.
it's been amazing actually. See you take them. I mean, if you got the original there with you as well. Because Sue'd got four books that didn't quite align. That's amazing, the difference. And it's all about Sue's fragmented self. And so just the images alone is such a difference, isn't it? When we're talking about your fragmented self.
Which
And
is no longer fragmented.
sorry?
Which is no longer fragmented.
No longer fragmented, not by the third one. So I love it because you got Misunderstood No More, which is coming out in August. And then the celebration will be 9th of October, because we've got to fit that around mine and Emma's as well. Then there is going to be your next one is Mute No More.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Fragmented No More will be the final one, which is where the image makes sense from the cover. But we've made all three cover designs look very similar. So even though number one is coming out, all three are being worked on in the background, but this one is ready to go, isn't it? We are in the process of
It is
uploading.
almost ready to go. And
Yeah,
three, I've got to get my paintbrush out and find more quotes. So that needs to have a bit more of a lead time.
yeah.
Because I do my own writing, my own painting, my own quote finding, and some of my proofreading. According to Kay, I do 90% of it well, and she helps me see what I can't do. And she's
There we
brilliant at
go.
it.
Oh, bless you. So yeah, we've done a lot on the formatting, make the style look more artistic as well on this one. And just we've made the book a little bit bigger so it puts more focus on Sue's artwork and taken away all the other little illustrations that weren't Sue's and just really put a focus on your artwork, your writing, and your personality. And it really has come out. And I'm so excited to see this come out on Amazon on 30th of August, which would be great. And but I'm sorry, be out for pre-sale. But then this is for Kindle, and then the Kindle will actually be available on the the launch. When did we set that? No, 30th. Sorry, yeah. So it'll be on pre-sale from the 30th. The launch is on the 9th of October. And I wasn't sure, they might find that the actual release date in between, because there's pre-sale, release date, launch date. Then we haven't set the release date in the middle, have we? Because that will be a couple of weeks before the 9th. So there will be a release date to come out as well. We didn't look at
Okay.
that. And I think we actually put that one down as the 2nd of October originally, unless that was mine. Oh, do you know what? I'm getting in a muddle with all of our details, trying to do mine, yours, and Emma's. I've got so many dates going through my head, I'm getting in a muddle with them. But somewhere in the middle, it will be available for release before the 30th. Oh, do you know what? I'll shut up on dates. Check us out in the details below. We will write the exact dates in the details, or come and find us in the Self-Help Bookshelf on Facebook. But I want to congratulate you, Sue, for taking, first of all, actually getting your book out there. And secondly, for massively embracing the process of getting your book, a version 2 of your book out there that really aligns with you, your voice, your paintbrush, your pen, and brings the whole of your work together in this trilogy that gives a consistency. It is going to help so many people. And I love what you've done. I really do love what you've done. It's so different to most books. And so if we give people a little bit of context here, Sue talks about her fragmented self from the past. And in individual bits of her personality, each having a name, and each name has got a personality profile in the book, along with a piece of artwork that Sue has painted. So I love how you've done that. Do you want to tell anyone a bit more of the story behind that?
Okay, so I was 47 when I learned that I have a special sort of neurodiversity called non-verbal learning disability, and it's what it says on the tin. So basically, if words are my métier, whether I'm writing them or speaking them, without words, the world sort of disappears. I can be silent and be totally fine. But if say I'm watching an opera and the language is Italian or German or something, I am lost. I have no idea what's going on at all. So normally I read some sort of stuff around the opera before I go, otherwise there's no point me going. So I basically am gifted in some areas, and I hate the word remedial, but remedial in others. And there's this huge gap in between what I'm almost genius level at and below average. Let's leave it there. Things I'm below average and I'm below average in. And age hasn't made any difference to that. Learning hasn't made any difference to that. I'm a lifetime learner. I'm an interfaith minister. I'm an artist. I'm an author. I'm a therapist. And I've stretched myself every which way to try and plug my perceived gaps. But my view on the world is changing. I don't believe I'm broken. For many decades, I did. And I borrowed money left, right, and centre to plug those gaps. But those gaps were only from my ego and only from how the world saw me. The world needs to learn that people who are different are not broken. Their lens on us is broken.
Amazing, Sue. And you're so right. Like you said, everybody's got their strengths, their genius parts. And the parts of us that are not so genius is not a fault, because somebody else who's genius in that might not be genius in the things we are, whether they're neurotypical or neurodivergent. And it's just recognizing that everybody is different. And when we try to look at what is this neurotypical norm according to society, and we try to fill those gaps, all we do is stress ourselves, like you say. And I'm saying it took me years to realize, well, to be honest, I don't know if I, I just focused on the things that I was good at. And if I wasn't, it was just like, well, it's not my problem, someone else does it. But again, it did stress me, and I get it, that there are things that I've always found difficult to learn, and I'd never understood why either. And people do judge on that, and we need to accept that not everybody is great at everything. And, despite all the things, I've got no formal qualifications for things either, but it hasn't stopped me being who I want to be or who I chose to be. And I think this goes into so many topics, even beyond neurodiversity. And it's been an absolute pleasure working with you on this book, Sue. It really is. I'm really enjoying the process in seeing how you've brought your experience of your world and the world around you and all the life experience you have working with other people. And this is what amazes me, is how much you've done to support other people along the way, but how you've portrayed that through that self lens in a way that other people can see the world from your perspective in this book, and help them to realize that, yeah, everybody's got strengths and weaknesses, and that's okay, because that's what makes us unique, and that's what makes us ourself, and it's accepting ourself. And I think there's a lot of people out there as well will read this book and realize that it's okay to have these different aspects of ourself, and to go with the flow more, rather
And
than
I've also been very open. I mean, it's like You know, I've talked about some of the ugly things, you know, in characters like Terrified Tina, you know, so it's like I haven't made it all sugary sweet. You know, there are, you know, characters like Nina Namaste and, you know, who is very much about the light and helping others. And then
Mm,
there's others which I reveal the darkness that I live through. So
yeah,
it hopefully gives a broader picture than some might paint, because I don't want people to be under any illusion that it's hard being different. However, there's blessings in that too.
yeah. And I think it's so incredibly imaginative how you've like personality profiled different parts of yourself over the years. And gone, okay, I recognize this sets of emotions and feelings and traits and behaviors as belonging to this personality within you. And then given it a name, and you've done this picture to go with it, which to me, I can really see that personality in each of those paintings. And
Yeah,
I
and
love how
in
you,
the third book, not to give too much away, I'm hoping to do about 30 paintings, and I'm looking to go deeper into the aspects of the painting that reveal snippets of my biography, but also the symbolism and the psychology. So it will be a deeper dive. So if you like the first one, you'll probably like the others, and the third one is going to be even a deeper dive than what I've done already, because I realize that from the feedback I got from the readers who read the first one, um, I'm both personal and transpersonal, and other people can learn from my story.
amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Sue, and thank you for sharing it with the Self-Help Bookshelf and being part of our journey as well here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this come out and follow as well. We'll put the link down here to Sue's social media where she'll be sharing, won't you? Sharing all the information coming up about the book, where to get it, where the link is to Amazon, where to go and pre-buy from the 30th, where to get it when it comes out, and we'll be letting them know about the launch party as well. So thank you, Sue. Thank you for joining me on here today.
Thank you, Kay.
Thank you. Bye bye.